Hello, welcome everybody. It's William. Welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, this channel is all about programming, about game development, about app development, about the incorporation of artificial intelligence, and yeah. So you're watching a series of video about the mini project that I divide. In this series, I divide the big complex project into small biteable size mini projects and sort of modularized the functionality so you guys can use later. And yeah, so we are talking about how to make progress bar. So we already using dummy data to get a current progress, what's left, progress functional progress bar, and we already learned how to use the customization file to make a struct, and then using the struct to make customization. And in this video, I'm going to combine these two techniques together and make a fully functional progress bar with customization file. And so first, let's go back to the customization. So if you are new here, you haven't watched my previous video, I strongly recommend that you watch my previous configuration video. And if you don't watch, this code may not make any sense to you. Okay, so let's do a industry sort of a better practice. I'm not saying it's the best practice, but it's recommended. Is to separate the struct, especially if you got a pretty complex design that you want to make your project more organized. You're going to make a configuration file. So you want to make the configuration file out rather than just cluster it, put it together with the original layout file. So I'm going to make a new file, and new file. Of course, you can use Swift file or Swift UI view, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter because we will manually type in the dependencies that we want. I think you can do with the Swift UI view. And let's make a name that's easy to understand, make sense. So conf, short for configuration .swift, and that's it. We generate a configuration file, struct conf, and all that. So we can do this, but I think maybe let's make another name, because we're going to use the struct progress bar style. Let's just copy this code. So if you don't know the code, where does it start, where does it end, you double click, will just give you the ending, and you can select from the ending all the way backwards back to the struct, and Command X to just cut it, and then you can copy and paste it here. So configuration Swift UI struct. Let's just delete everything except for Swift UI. Okay, so I just leave the file here, and I think I might as well just put it here. Okay, so just add the same directory with the content view.swift, and once you have copy and paste, no, it's not copy paste, but cut and paste here, you go back to content view, give it a few seconds to render, and find the relationship between your code runs smoothly. Okay, even though you make a conf.swift file, and inside we got a struct, we got progress bar style, you can still reference the let me just copy this so you guys can see what's going on. Go back here and let's search it. Okay, so when you reference progress bar style, you can still reference that even though you put all the code inside of the conf.swift. Okay, so you can use the same method to make this code much more organized. If you go back to our original project, because we want to make a customization of the progressing bar rather than just adding all kind of a modifier at the end of it. So for example, the tune red, the progress style, linear, all sort of thing, the frame, the on receive, all that, you can just delete all of it, okay? And instead of adding the modifier at the end of it, we can use configuration file, okay? So right click and we can make a new file, and this time I'm going to use the Swift file just to show you that you can use that interchangeably as long as you write the right code. It's just like a template, okay? You can just delete the template and add your code, and everything will be fine. So I'm going to say this will be the progress bar configuration, okay? Progress bar conf dot swift. Let's create that. You will just let me just move it a little bit closer to our original project, and import foundation. We might need it in the future, so let's not delete it, but rather import Swift UI just to make your code run smoothly, because some part of the code rely on Swift UI. And let's go back, and right now we don't get any of the configuration, but we already write the configuration in our testing file. So that's the reason we separate things, because we don't want to overcomplicate things, okay? So I'm going to copy this struct. I'm going to find this ending here. So ending is right here, and going backwards, go back to struct. I'm going to copy that and go back to here, and we got this progress bar configuration, and let me paste the struct here. So every time I want to add the customization, I can just go to view and to reference that. So how to reference this? Let's go back to our content view file, because this is like the simplest version of project. So we just use progress view, we get a certain value, got a certain label, we got this text, current value label, progress view. Yeah, so the most important thing is to add a dot progress view style and progress bar style, adding color, adding height, adding label font style, okay? So I'm going to copy all that, okay? I'm going to copy all that and go back to the code here, and let me just paste it, okay? So let's separate these two codes, so you guys can see the difference. Progressing and downloading, and so we got a certain value, 86%, and we got this processing bar coming, and so this bar is actually progressing, because we got the data coming in on this. So the value is a progress amount, okay? So I'm going to add in the on receive at here, but the current value label, the value, yeah, the value here should be the progress amount. So let's add that. So the progress value, instead of 0.86, let's use the progress amount, and label downloading. Yeah, downloading current value label. Yeah, the current value label can be changed as well. So yeah, progress bar style. Yeah, so the correctly reference it. Height is okay. Title 2. Okay, so yeah, I think that's okay. And as I can see, you already can see a little bit tilt of blue coming here. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that. So I can safely just comment this first progress view out and leave the progress view here. And I'm going to add in more speed to our project so you guys can see that. Okay, so quickly fill up the space, and we got the 86%. Clearly that's the place where we need to work out, because we want it to be a variable to be changed rather than just a certain number. So the text need to be changed. So in order to change that, remember we already learned the string interpolation. So you don't want a fixed number here, but rather you want a escape character and adding a parenthesis, and you can enter. Yeah, where is it? And then you can enter the variable. Okay, so the variable would be the constantly changing progress amount, and let's add in here and see whether we got it correct. Okay, so we get 0. Yeah, so it all looks good, but I already found a bug, because the ones just reached the one still increasing. So the problem here is that I used 100, but instead it should be 1, because the full amount should be 1. And as you guys can see, we got so many 0. We don't want all that fraction, so we need to adjust the fraction length. In fact, I think we can just using 2 fraction lengths, and that is already pretty precise. We don't need all that 0 lagging behind. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to change the progressed amount by format that. Okay, so I can use to format it, and that is already enough. Okay, so if you use formatted, and you guys can see it's already been formatted. So it's getting the sort of a minimum requirement, because every time you add 0.001, so the format will just extend the fraction length to the minimum requirements. But what if I want a precision of 2 fraction lengths? Okay, I can still do that. Or you can just access the percent, and I can dot precision to use a specific precision, and I'm going to say the fraction length will be just 2. Okay, so that's already pretty precise. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And downloading all the way to 100%. Good. Yeah, and current progress. Yeah, I think the current progress, the text also need to be changed. So since it's 100, so I'm going to get rid of the percentage sign. So, and of course you can say you can multiply that. Okay, you can multiply that by 100, and then you can add a percentage. Yeah, whatever. You can get a lot of a way to solving this problem. So I'm not give you a only correct answer. You can just solve it yourself. I just add a quick fix, and of course you can say you get a result and you change that to a certain position. I'm not going to do that because I already done that. Yeah, what is left? What is left? Months. Yeah, the result of the months times 100. So yeah, sorry. The result of that times 100. So yeah, so and of course you can adjust the precision later. You can even single out a certain variable and calculate the result, and feel that final result rather than just use all or sort of calculation inside the parentheses. That's really hard for someone to see. Okay, so yeah. And I think that's already pretty good for the project. And yeah, let's just pause here a little bit. And I think this project teach us first how to use the state to act as a constantly changing variable. If you want a certain thing to change, for example, the progress amount to change, you can use state variable to do that. Initialize timer and auto connect, using the body VStack to do the layout, and using the progress view, and using our own customizable progress bar style, and single out a configuration file to do all this heavy lifting and to just reference that in the main file. And I think that's already pretty good for these lessons. And in the next video, I might just further complicate this project by say change this to a bar chart or a pie chart, like a around the clock animation, something like that. And here I might just adding buttons to do that. So you can add a button to click and say you get started and get stopped, something like that. And I'm going to share with you guys how to use the same method to write a configuration file for any of the views. For example, you got progress bar view, you want to add a customization, you can just single that out, and every time you want to use your own customized or view or objects, you can do that. You can just copy and paste it into any of the projects, and you can just use it. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much for one video, and we got more in the next video. So just yeah, subscribe. So yeah, it really is really important for me. I'm currently right now unemployed, and this channel is my only revenue source, and I haven't reached that the monetization hurdle yet. So it's really important for me. Just for you, it's really simple. Just click subscribe. Okay, so if you think my video is helpful, if you want to see more of my videos, and you can just click the thumb up. And if you get any suggestions, or you got a specific things that you want to learn or you want to solve, please leave it in the comment section. Okay, and I will see you next time. Bye.